Okay, good morning, folks. It's just gone 10 a.m. We're on the usual permission today, although the field is covered in sheep, so it looks like we're going to be sharing the field with lots of sheep today. Hopefully they'll leave us alone. We'll try and leave them alone. Just me today. Marie's at work all day, and I'm out a little bit earlier than I was planning to be out. I was going to come out about midday because the weather was looking a bit naff up until then, but it's cleared up a bit. Might be one or two isolated showers. Hopefully not. Hopefully it won't be anywhere near as bad as the last episode, because we got drenched and caked with mud. Poor old Deus too got absolutely covered with mud. So I've given it a wash under the tap in the garden and got all that mud off, and she is shining now. So my spade, on the other hand, I didn't get a chance to clean that, so that's going to be covered in mud still. So it's a bit cold and windy. So we'll get going and we'll see you on the first target. Right, first find of the day. I've got a feeling this is probably going to be a button. Let's try and get that quick clean. Okay, there we go. So it is a confirmed button, but just take a look at this. There's some really cool detail on this side. I'm not sure what it means, but we'll have a little bit of research when we get home. I didn't clean it all completely because I didn't want to ruin any of that, but I haven't got my spray water bottle, so we'll give that a better clean when we get home, and on to the next. Okay, next one up, the Screaming 94. That's quite thick. Is that a cartwheel, do you think? Feels like a cartwheel penny. Let's try and get that better clean. I really wish I had my spray bottle. Yeah, I think you can see Britannia there. You can just see her head there. And you got the telltale rim round the side and on that side. Gonna have to obviously give it a much better clean when we get home. But I think that is a George III cartwheel penny, 1797. Awesome, what a great start we've had. Right, let's carry on. An absolutely glorious afternoon. One slight problem: the farmer came on the field, and you see where those lines are. He drove up and down the field and was muck spreading, and I was all the way over that side and down, very much downwind of it, and it absolutely stunk. So I've moved over to this side. Farmer's gone away for a bit. We're a bit closer to the sheep, but I'm going to explore this corner over here where there's no sheep. They're all kind of looking at me, and a few are wandering away, which is fine. I don't want to get too close to them. I don't want to scare them. Absolutely beautiful day. Look at the scenery. Right, let's carry on. Okay, here's the next one up. I don't think it's much, but I think it was something. Maybe part of a shoe buckle. Looks pretty old. Got a great patina on it. Trying to show you the front. There we go. Yeah. Right, on to the next. Next one up. Another penknife. Very crusty again. Not going to get anything off that. Not going to get the blade out, I wouldn't have thought. Let's carry on. Okay, here's the next one up. Right in the middle of that hole that was underneath a big fresh cowpat. Not very nice digging. What is it? Don't know. I thought that was a thread on the end there. Like a very crude thread, but I'm not so sure now. Maybe like a spinning top toy? I don't know. I did think agricultural when I first saw it, because I literally thought that was a thread. But any ideas? Give me a shout in the comments. Right, on to the next. Okay, next one up is this quite small, rather lovely little debuckle. All the way around. Obviously misshapen. Alright, on to the next. Right, I think we've got a coin. Apologies, I haven't got my tripod. it broke and I need to get a replacement one. I should be able to get one this week, hopefully. It's been a bit awkward filming finds today. Right, yeah, I think we got a coin. It was ringing up high in the 80s, which is why I sort of suspect it's not a button. Let's give that a quick wipe, as I haven't got my spray bottle. We'll get back to you. Okay, not too sure, unfortunately. I did think George III, but I'm not so sure now, actually. Might be a bit more modern than that. You can sort of see around the edge there's some little markings. It's obviously a coin. I'll have to give that a clean when we get home, I think. Let's carry on. Okay, next one up. I think we've got another coin. Bit of green in the hole. 92 on the video. Let's try and give that a quick clean. I don't think we're going to get much off that though. There we go. We'll have to give that a better clean when we get home, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a coin of nothingness. Oh well, on to the next. Just had a real heart in mouth moment. I just saw that poking out the clod, like that edge with the writing on. I think it's a button. Pretty sure it's a button. Unfortunately, I think that bit in the middle, used to be gold gilt. I don't think we're going to be able to find out what that button is. Try and do a little bit of research with the writing I can see, but nice, but got all excited for a second. Never mind, let's carry on. Okay, here's the next one. It was 91.92 on the VDI, so I was expecting a big pre-decimal, but that is obviously not coin shape, so let's have a look. So tricky to do with one hand. Might have to put the camera down, give this a bit of a clean. Yeah, we'll be back in a second. There we go. Not too sure what it's off. It's got 3 holes in it. Interesting shape. I'll have to clean that a bit better when we get home, but it's quite interesting though. Alright, on to the next. Okay, I've had another coin up. I have cleaned it, because otherwise it's just wasting time if I show you and then I go to clean it. George III. See the bust there? And you can see Britannia on the back there. I do need to give it a better clean when I get home, but I think we might get some pretty good detail off this one. Right, going to start heading back towards the car now. But there might be 1 or 2 more, so hopefully see you on the next. Right guys, going to call it a day there. The weather turned out to be fantastic in the end. Really sunny, a bit windy, but not cold at all. And the finds turned out to be pretty decent as well. We had a few coins, lots of buttons, usual bits and pieces. I'll show you those at the roundup, but my find of the day had to be that cartwheel penny. 1797, George III. I've had a couple of George III coins on this field actually, so obviously a lot of history in this area, which is a good sign. So we'll show you those at the roundup. We'll head there after this. Next week we will be out again. In fact, this weekend Marie and I hopefully will be going out, so that will be next week's episode. If it's not raining, that is. It is due to rain a bit over the weekend. So yeah, without further ado, let's head over to the roundup and we'll show you what we found today. Okay, welcome to the roundup. We'll start up here as usual with the buttons. So we've got 8 buttons, none with shanks on, unfortunately. They're all pretty crude and horrible. This one was quite nice. Didn't clean up quite as nicely as I'd hoped it would. But some people think this could be some sort of military button. With the 4 pictures representing families coming together, something like that, which is pretty interesting. To try and do a bit more research on that one. Next item is a penknife, as I thought we wouldn't be able to get the blade out, so that's just going to remain a crusty penknife. This item here, I thought it was like a little spinning top, but I actually have no clue, to be honest. So any suggestions, drop them in the comments below. I think that's part of a shoe buckle, and then we have a little D buckle, quite nice. And I still don't know what this is. Probably a bit of furniture decoration, play top or something maybe. And then we've got 5 coins. These 2 are probably the worst of the bunch. Couldn't get any detail off them at all. And then I think we've got 3 George III coins. Some detail on that one, but not very much, unfortunately. This one is slightly better. You can just about make out Britannia there, and that would put the portrait that way around. You just see George III facing to the right there, and then this gorgeous 1797 cartwheel penny. I say gorgeous, they're all gorgeous, even though this one's not in the best of conditions. But we do know what the date is, at least 1797. They all were, and it's still a good cartwheel penny, so well happy with that. Right, so we will see you on next week's episode, guys. Bye for now.